We take two questions on first shifting theorem. That is, first of all, in left side, we take the question number one. That is Laplace of e to the power 80 cos square t. So see how will you find this Laplace? It will by the first shifting theorem because e to the power t is there. E to the power t is there. That is the second button. Okay. So you know the property of, or also know the property of trigonometric function. So 2 cos square t is equals to 1 plus cos t divided by 2. So see, it will be to the power minus t. I am just taking this property, like filling property. Cos square t will be equals to what? 1 plus cos 2t divided by 2, isn't it? So taking 1 by 2 before the Laplace, it will be to the power minus t 1 plus cos 2t 1 by 2 Laplace of e to the power minus t plus Laplace of e to the power minus t cos 2t. Is it clear to everybody? I take cos square t as 1 plus cos t divided by 2 because there is no Laplace transformation of cos square t. We need to find by making the property. Isn't it? So see, Laplace of e to the power minus t will be equals to 1 upon s plus a. I already discussed in the basics of Laplace transformation. I already discussed the formula of Laplace transformation. And here will be e to the power minus t cos 2t. So see, first of all, you have to find the Laplace of what? Cos 2t. So cos 2t will be equals to s upon s square plus 2, isn't it? It will be 2 square. And here will be e to the power minus t. Now see, the formula is e to the power 80 f of t is equals to f of s minus a. Now here it is minus a. There is minus, isn't it? Here value of a will be equals to what? Value of a equals to minus 1. Isn't it? It is about minus 80 will be minus 1. So see, here will be minus 1 and minus get plus. It will be s plus a. And now also here will be s plus a whole square. S plus a whole square. I'm just use the property of first shifting theorem. You may write here using property of first shifting theorem. Okay. This is the property of first shifting theorem. So again, here is another question. T to the power 7 by 2 to the power minus e to the power 5t. So now here also see there is two function. The first function is t to the power 7 by 2 and second function is e to the power 5 t e to the power 5t. Okay. So see, first of all, you need to find out the Laplace of t to the power 7 by 2. I already discussed. First of all, is a function which is not exponential. So first of all, we will find this function. Laplace will be e to the power 7 by 2 will be 7 by 2 factorial divided by s to the power 9 by 2. That is 7 by 2 plus 1. Here we need to write the expression also. So it is 7 by 2 factorial divided by s to the power 9 by 2. Isn't it? No, 9 by 2. So now see, here will be Laplace of t to the power 7 by 2 to the power 5t will be equals to 7 by 2 factorial divided by s minus 5 to the power 9 by 2. Now here the question is how to get the factorial of 7 by 2, isn't it? We know the factorial of 1, factorial of 2, factorial of 3, factorial of 4, but how we need to find the factorial of 7 by 2? So see, if you want to find the value of 7 by 2 factorial, we need to know the gamma function, the property of gamma function. So see, the property of gamma function is gamma n plus 1 is equals to n factorial. So gamma n will be what? 7 by 2 is 9. 7 by 2 plus 1 will be 9 by 2 equals to 7 by 2 factorial. So we have to find the value of gamma 9. So finding the value of gamma 9, we need to know how we find the gamma function. So see, 9 by 2. So first of all, in gamma function, we need to know how to find this gamma function. So 9 by 2 minus 1, take 9 by 2 minus 1 will be equals to 2. 9 minus 1 will be 7 by 2, isn't it? It will be 7 by 2. So it will be 7 by 2 into 5 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 into root 5. Okay, is equals to gamma 9 by 2. So see, gamma half is equals to root 5. It is the standard formula of gamma function. Gamma half is equals to root 5. By this way, we may find the value of gamma 9 by 2. And very easy way to know how the round function is. First of all, 9 by 2. First of all, take minus 9 by 2. 9 by 2 minus 1. What is 9 by 2 minus 1? Is 7 by 2. And just reduce 1, 1, 1 from here. You will be 9 by 7 by 2. And then if you take minus 1 from 7 by 2, it will be 5 by 2. Take minus 1 from this term, it will be 3 by 2. Take minus term from here, it will be half. And after taking the half, we will to get the factorial value of half. So factorial value of half is root 5. Okay, factorial value of half is root 5. So this by this way you may go through the factorial form. After solving this, you may put here. So it will be, if I take here, it will be 7 by 2, isn't it? It will be 7 into 5 into 3 into pi divided by 2, 4, 32 divided by s to the power 9 plus 9 by 2. Okay. By this you may find the value of Laplace to the power 7 by 2 to the power 50. Okay. Now see, this is the last question which I'll take in for Laplace solution of first shifting theorem. So see, there is cos hyperbolic, there is cos t and sin t. So it is a hyperbolic function. So see, to solve this question, the complex form of this function is cos hyperbolic at will be equals to e to the power minus e to the power iota a, sorry, e to the power a minus e to the power minus a divided by 2. Okay, and sin a t will be equals to e to the power iota a minus e to the power minus a iota divided by 2 iota. Okay, divided by 2 iota. Okay, so see, we need to know this form. Okay, solve this question is a cos hyperbolic x is equals to e to the power x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2, and here it is a only, that's why I just take e to the power a. Okay, this is e to the power 80, it will be e to the power minus 80. Okay, divided by 2. So see, cos hyperbolic 80 will be equals to e to the power 80 minus e to the power minus 80 divided by 2, and sin 80 is there. I take the sin 80 here to the power minus a to the power iota a minus e to the power minus a iota divided by 2 iota. But here we need to know the it is first shifting theorem. So if you multiply this, then it will be helpful to you. So see, what if I take 1 by 2 before the Laplace? There is no problem. Laplace e to the power 80 sin 80 minus half Laplace e to the power minus 80 sin 80. Okay, question is right. Yes, question is right. So see, first of all, you need to find the Laplace of what? First of all, you need to find the Laplace of sin 80. So Laplace of sin 80 will be equals to what? Laplace of sin 80 will be equals to a. Laplace of sin 80 will be equal to what? It will be a upon s square plus a square. Isn't it? And if there is a function of e to the power 80, then you need to follow the first shifting theorem. I already discussed first shifting theorem of e to the power. Sorry, first shifting theorem is equals to see Laplace of e to the power 80 f of t is equals to f of s minus a. F of s minus a. Okay, f of s minus a. So see, just put s minus a here. It will be s minus a whole square, and here also it will be half Laplace of sin 80 will be equals to a divided by s square. Here see s square plus a square sin. So see, here it is Laplace of minus 80. So here a is equals to what? A is equals to minus 1. So here if you take a is equals to minus 1, it will be plus 1 plus a. So see, minus minus get plus here. So s minus a whole square plus a square minus 1 by 2. A divided by here is what? S minus a, isn't it? S minus and minus get plus will be s plus a whole square plus a square. So if you take half common from here, then you see that will be a If you take a also common from here, you get 1 upon s minus a whole square plus a square. Okay, minus 1 upon s plus a whole square plus a square. First of all, we need to know the complex form of cos hyperbolic function. That is, cos hyperbolic function have Laplace form for hyperbolic function is e to the power minus x. It's only e to the power x minus e to the power minus x divided by 2. Okay, that's multiply with sin 80, and you get the first shifting property, the formation of first shifting property. By this you may go through the answer. Okay, let's go through the answer.